Bonjour, ladies. Bonjour. Just my luck. Linguistically deficient babes. You know, Doog, the entire history of our great country could be deduced by studying women's underwear.
This ought to be worth listening to. Go.
Take ancient times, the 50s. Our country was very uptight. Women wore utilitarian brasiers, plain white cotton, 3 hooks. We're talking monster bras.
That's insightful.
But then came the 60s. Things loosened up. The youth movement kicked in. Burn the bra. Let it all hang out. The beauty of the natural woman, fully visible under a diaphanous tie-dye garment.
Right on, right on.
But then came the 70s. Nixon was president. Watergate. America was depressed. Women went back to covering their breasts.
It was a black era, Vin.
But this is a great country, Doog. We were down, but not out. The 80s came along, and as a nation, we rallied. American womanhood stood tall, took off their blouses and said, I'm proud, I'm free, I'm gonna wear my underwear on the outside. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crowned thy...
The patient is a 7-year-old female, Heather Davison. She was riding in the front seat of the family car, unsecured by a safety belt, when the vehicle was struck head-on by a drunk driver. The child was thrown forward by the impact and first struck the dashboard with her arms, resulting in multiple fractures of her left forearm. Within a fraction of a second, her face struck the dashboard, fracturing the facial bones going through the frontal and ethmoid sinuses. The momentum carried her body through the windshield, resulting in multiple lacerations of her face. These are the pre-op photographs. The next time someone you know puts a child into an automobile without securing their safety belt, you might remember how we feel at this moment. My total operating time was 8 hours, 10 minutes. It's been 6 weeks since the surgery. I considered showing you post-operative photos, but decided against it. But I would like you to meet someone who is very close to the case. Hi, Heather. You say hello to the doctors?
Do I get my ice cream now?
If you'll excuse me, I have a date.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all see why Dr. Reardon is considered one of the premier craniofacial surgeons in the United States. Eastman is honored to have him here as a visiting professor. I know you're all anxious to find out which of you were chosen to work with him. As far as I'm concerned, you all qualify, but I had to narrow it down to 5. The list of names is posted on the ground floor bulletin board, and I just think you two. Wanted to thank you for your time and patience.
Yes! Man's got taste.
Guess what? Doogie got me 2 tickets to the Madonna concert, so get your bustier out of the cleaner, and I will pick you up Saturday at 7.
Curly, we have to talk.
Oh. So, talk.
Monica's back in town.
I thought you hated her.
Well, I thought I did too. She moved back from New York and we started seeing each other again. I didn't know my feelings for her were still so strong. I'm sorry. I don't know how to describe it. She overwhelms me.
I don't? Fine.
Curly.
I know, you're sorry.
Good evening. Nurse Spaulding, I wanted to see you about the roster for next week.
Great.
Are you all right?
Fine.
Well, I wanted to assign I may be overstepping my bounds here, but why don't you tell me what's wrong?
You're my boss. It wouldn't be right.
Maybe you're right.
I'm a skag.
I beg your pardon?
A skag. A girl nobody wants.
Nurse Spaulding, you are most definitely nowhere close to a skag.
You sure?
Positive. You are an extremely beautiful and desirable young woman. I can't imagine anybody not wanting you.
That's what I thought. On paper, I look great. It's just something happens when I hit the real world. I either get guys who couldn't care less are bums who just want to jump my bones. Oh, excuse me.
Don't apologize. I've heard things like that before. I've been around.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you've been around. Plenty. God. I just can't believe I'm back in the singles market again. It just...
Sucks.
Yeah. You know, once I was so desperate, I went out with a guy on parole.
Really?
Nice guy, except he had these beady little eyes.
I put an ad in a magazine.
No way.
Single male professional, non-smoker, seeks female equivalent.
Well, that's a grabber.
Well, I have trouble selling myself. It's embarrassing.
How about this? Accomplished physician. Sensitive, attractive, wavy brown.
Hairs.
Good sense of humor. How long have you been divorced?
You know about that.
The hospital grapevine. The details are really sketchy. Her name was Greta. You met at Boston U. You were married 12 years. She left you for a golf pro, took the house in Westwood, a brand new Lincoln Town car, a good alimony settlement, and the dog.
God. I miss that dog. I get to hear the concert free. The next thing...
This is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. He's twice as old as her.
As God is my witness.
Any chance he's paying her? Oh, would you stop? All I figure is McGuire dumped her and she went temporarily insane. Yeah, thanks. Now be cool. He's my boss. Oh, I am the picture of decorum. Hi. Hello.
Oh, save me a slice. I'll be right back.
The men's room is right over there, sir. Take your time. We understand it's a greater effort than it used to be.
I'll do my best, Mr. Delpino.
So, Spaulding, this a mercy date or what?
Vinny, this is totally Nurse Spaulding's business. If she wants to tell us what on earth she was thinking when she asked Dr. Camphor on a date, she will.
He's nice.
He's old.
Well, yeah. But he's nice, right?
I think older guys are okay as long as they have buff bodies and hair.
Yeah. Hair's a definite must. Oh, so older men are okay as long as they don't look old. That is so deep.
Yeah. If I may interject something here, Nurse Spaulding.
The very idea of your young, firm, fragrant body commingling with the withered flesh and flabby buttocks of Dr. Canfield, quite frankly, makes me want to puke.
Vinny, no, I would have put it more delicately, Curly, but I have to agree with Vinny here. I mean, you two, I don't know, you look like you come from different generations. Seems like kind of a waste.
Cool it.
Well,
Oh, hi, Dr. Canfield.
hi. What do you say, Curly? Would you care to cut a rug?
I'd love to. Well, I can't condone this.
I don't get it either.
Check this out.
See people rocking, hear people chanting, feel it hot, hot, hot. Keep up the spirit, come on, let's do it, feel it hot, hot, hot. Feel it hot, hot, hot.
You guys are really cool together.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I wish I got along with my father like that. Coming.
It looks awful, doesn't it?
No. No. David? Could you come here? Quickly, dear. Come in. Have a seat. David?
I'm coming.
David? Oh. Ben's here, dear.
Oh, Benjamin. What brings you here?
I've had this in my closet past couple of years, perched on a styrofoam head. I'm lucky the moths didn't get to it. Maybe I'm not.
Don't be silly. It looks very youthful.
What's the occasion?
The most extraordinary thing has happened to me. I find myself attracted to a woman half my age, but I haven't decided whether to pursue it or not. To be quite frank, I don't want to look like an old fool chasing a young girl.
Ben, you're only an old fool if you don't catch her.
Oh, let him stare, Ben. Sometimes you just have to say, the hell with them.
I am really psyched about working with this guy. I mean, he is proficient in plastic surgery, ophthalmology, dentistry, orthopedics, and neurosurgery. He is like the Bo Jackson of doctors.
Oh, no surgery.
Good morning.
Morning.
Well, Benjamin, are you going to introduce me to the creme de la creme of Eastman?
My pleasure. Jonathan Reardon. These are Doctors Reed, Estevan, Welch, Howser, McGuire.
Morning.
Howser, how old are you?
17, sir.
So you're the boy genius. I read your paper on skin grafting in the Western Journal of Medicine. Impressive.
Thank you, sir.
Well, son, I'm pleased to meet you, but I won't work with you.
What?
What I do is very exacting and requires a lot of maturity and patience. And in my experience, teenagers aren't noted for either one of those. Pick a replacement. He can catch up tomorrow.
This isn't fair. I'm qualified.
Oh, don't take it personally, son. I wish I had a kid like you. My pride and joy aspires to be a professional skateboarder.
That's it? I mean, you're just gonna be nice like I'm some sort of paper boy and you're just saying, I'm sorry, son, but I don't want to subscribe to your newspaper? You can't do this.
Son, I'm like the 800-pound gorilla. I do what I want.
Dr. Howser.
You have a minute?
Sure.
I've been thinking about the other night. And maybe you were right. The idea of me and Canfield dating is ludicrous. I mean, I like him, but am I really going to find true love with a 52-year-old man? And even if I did, my father would probably shoot me. My friends would laugh in my face. And the people around here would think I'm sleeping my way to the top. You're absolutely right, Doogie. It's stupid for me to go out with him.
That's bunk.
I better sit down.
If you really like him, why shouldn't you date him?
He's old.
He's nice. Look, Curly, writing somebody off just because of how old they are is a big mistake. I was acting like a small, narrow-minded, bigoted
Bonehead?
Thank you. I was having a lapse of vocabulary. Don't listen to what I said.
Okay. First you say don't do it, and then you say go for it. So tell me, Doctor, for which opinion are you thinking like a genius?
Hi. So, you go first.
I was wondering if maybe you would like to sign this requisition.
Oh. Sure. Well,
Me too.
I feel like a high school kid.
I think that's sweet.
Will you go out with me?
Yes.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing?
No. But it's just one day, right?
That's all.
And at the end of the evening, we can decide if we want to settle down, get married, raise a family.
I think that sounds like a reasonable waiting period. I have tickets to the Hollywood Bowl Tuesday night. We're going to see Yo-Yo Ma.
I love them.
It's him.
I love him. Yeah!
There. Now do you feel better?
No. I'd like to give that arrogant egomaniac a piece of my mind.
Well, it's just a gut feeling, but I don't think that my mother yelling at him would help my case.
Dude, if I was having skull surgery, I'd want you there.
I look forward to it, Vin.
Night, boys.
Night, Mom.
Night, Mrs. H. Oh, Mrs. H, maybe you can explain Spaulding and Canfield to me. A beautiful young girl goes out with an old guy? What gives?
Vinny, when you're a teenager, you think about your attraction to other people in purely sexual terms.
You mean we're shallow?
No, you're hormonal. But as you get older and sex isn't such a mystery anymore, and you realize how complicated life is, you start to find other qualities attractive. Nurturing, intelligence, stability, understanding.
Is that how Dr. Howser won your heart, Mrs. H?
Yes, it is.
I knew she wasn't on for his bod.
Good night, Vin.
None of that nurturing stuff for me, Doug. Even when I'm in a nursing home, I'm gonna look at women in purely sexual terms. It's the bedrock of my personality. Vincent Del Pino, the world's oldest horn dog. Something you can count on.